Hi, I'm Wally Fleming, and this is today's daily encouragement. On Mother's Day morning, friends of ours, the Kime family, drove over to our home to deliver some wonderful cinnamon rolls that they had made for us. They were delicious. We were so grateful for their act of generosity and friendship. We wanted to grab a picture of them before they left, and so out in front of our house, we got this photo taken at a respectful social distance. And you'll notice they're wearing masks. They're everywhere now, aren't they? And we see them when we watch the evening news, reporters filing their stories with masks. We can't walk into Wegmans without wearing one. And this week, we were told even the staffers in the West Wing of the White House are required to wear masks. We'll remember this period as the period of wearing masks. And they're not without their controversy, are they? There are those on one side who advocate strongly the wearing of masks to protect those around them. On the other side are those who think they're silly or unnecessary and hinder their personal freedom. Yesterday, Mary and I walked through Highland Park and we saw people on both sides of the spectrum, those with masks and those without. Just so you know, we wore our mask. I wore the mask Mary had made for me earlier this week, using fabric that I brought back from one of my trips to Africa. I hope you think I look very dashing and debonair in it. Mask, sign of the time. Makes me think about Moses and the time he had to wear a mask. Do you recall Exodus 34 tells the story where Moses comes down from the mount having received the commandments of God, and his face is brilliant, radiant, because Moses saw God. His face radiated the glory of the Lord so brightly that he had to put a veil or a mask over his face so that the people of Israel could even look upon him. It's a whole different way of thinking about masks, isn't it? We think of masks as trying to prevent people from getting our germs, the COVID-19 virus. What about masks that are worn because the glory of the Lord shines so brightly on faces? Your face can radiate the glory of the Lord like the face of Moses. Isn't that a remarkable thought? Paul talks about that in his second letter to the church of Corinth in chapter 3. Listen to what he writes about those who walk in the Spirit of the Lord. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And all of us, with unveiled faces, seeing the glory of the Lord as though reflected in the mirror, are being transformed into the same image from one degree of glory to another. For this comes from the Lord, the Spirit. Did you catch what Paul's saying? That we can be so filled with the Spirit of God that our faces are transformed from one degree of glory to another. So when you're out and about today, wearing your mask, well, what do people see? Do they get a hint of the radiance of Jesus Christ on your face? When you put your mask on tomorrow, I want you to not think primarily of pandemics. We do have to consider those and viruses. Here's what I want you to think of. I want you to ask God to so fill your life that you will throughout the day shine with the glory of the Lord, because no mask can stop the work of the Spirit from being visible in your life.